Arcblock made it easy for developers to build decentralized apps in an innovative way. We call it blocklet. To understand what blocklet is, let's look at these games probably everybody played, just like those Lego bricks. We provide a series of reusable software components that let developers to simply use them to build their applications much easier and faster. You can buy these standard PCs from anywhere like a store or from the website, or you can trade with friends. You can also buy a special set of components or let your friend build some components for you so you can focus on building your masterpiece. Similarly, you can get blocklets from our blocklet marketplace. There are the varieties of blocklets that you can reuse. Some of the blocklets are for general purpose. For example, sign-in, shopping cart, a payment. You can just grab those blocklets and customize and reuse in your project. Some of the blocklets, they are very close to the final applications, such as the photo album or blog. So the purpose of the blocklet is make developers much easier to build applications. Those colorful Lego bricks for your final Lego Wonderland are just like the blocklets for your final applications. By reusing and combining those ready-made components together, it just makes your life to build application much easier and faster.
Yes, I just bought Arcblock. I got back in, and for those who don't know, a subscriber told me in the comments recently, and I'm so glad he did, Arcblock is no longer considered an experimental asset on Coinbase. They took the label off. They also took the label off Parsec and other experimental assets that were, at one point a little more risky, because when an asset is experimental on Coinbase, they have the risk of being taken off. And obviously, if you're invested into it, you lose your money if you're not aware of it or you're not checking the app 24/7. So that was a big reason why I got out of Arcblock a while ago, was because I didn't want that added risk of them being taken off with the low trading volume. But now that the label was taken off, and Arcblock is sitting at an 8 million market cap. It is a micro cap by definition, but 186 million coin cap, which has a little more than half in circulation. I hope that video helped explain to you how important Arcblock is for Web 3.0, a decentralized space, and scaling blockchains. A lot of you guys know I'm very bullish on layer ones. The bulk of my portfolio is layer one cryptos. I believe in their ecosystems, but I also believe in scaling them. And right now, we haven't really seen too many layer ones that are quote unquote perfect, and to have a scaling solution for them, especially for this bull cycle, which I do believe is going to be a utility-based run, you need a solution like Arcblock that allows developers to build and scale dApps, which are decentralized applications. By the way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see what other crypto I'm buying, selling, trading, or just be part of a like-minded support group of both beginner investors and advanced investors, feel free to join my Patreon and Discord. The link will be in the description. It's an awesome community. When I'm not here trying to answer your comments, I'm over there talking to them, and I would love to see you there. I do believe at some point Web 3.0 will come to the spotlight. We're going to realize that Web 2.0 is broken, a centralized version of web where you can get your information stolen, hacked, breached. Just the pure inconvenience of it is going to draw us closer to a more decentralized web. And Arcblock is not just limited to building and scaling dApps. It also can build and scale blockchains. They're also blockchain agnostic, so any layer one can use Arcblock and their services to help scale their ecosystem. So Arcblock is a very versatile crypto. It's a very rare crypto too. 186 million coin cap, guys, is pretty scarce. Like, it only has roughly 60 million more than Ethereum in total supply. And the crazy part is, you see a lot of people right now, a lot of investors, especially retail, investing into meme coins. And even though Arcblock is an older crypto, even though the chart doesn't look the greatest, I look at it as a perfect example of a company that is growing. And if you saw the video that I just showed to you, Robert Mao and Arcblock have less than 700 subscribers. Why, you may ask? You know, it's been around for 5+ years. How do they have such little exposure? Well, Coinbase is the only large listing that they have. They're not yet on Binance. They're not on crypto.com. They're not on Gemini. Like, they only have less than 20K holders. So it's very possible to be a whale in this crypto. And it's also likely that nobody really knows about Arcblock. Every time I covered Arcblock in the past, I always got at least 5 or 10 people asking me, you know, where can you buy it? You know, what is it? Because people still don't know about this crypto. And I do believe scaling solutions are going to have their place this bull cycle. And listen, I'm not telling you guys to buy or FOMO in. I'm just saying, if you're looking for a high risk, high reward play and all you've been doing was meme coins or finding microcaps that really have no value, it's much better to find a utility based microcap than a meme coin. At least it has utility. And Robert Mao, you know, a lot of people don't know much about him. I've seen a lot of interviews with him and other YouTubers. Very smart guy. I think a big reason why Arcblock also hasn't mooned yet is because they had lackluster advertising. Advertising does play a role. We've seen companies like Solana that were heavily VC backed have very good marketing, and it would just take off out of nowhere, followed by a big dump because it had a large ICO. Robert Mao never really focused on advertising. If you go on the website, it's also not too impressive. Again, these are things that I hope he's aware of and focusing on. I'm sure he is. But when it comes to walking the walk, you know, having a vast ecosystem, utility that can help scale the market and allows developers to conveniently come in and build and scale different websites and apps, like, that is no small utility. And the crazy part is about Arcblock, just getting to $1 is 100 million market cap. Look at Pepe right now, a meme coin. It's over a 500 million market cap last I checked. That's Arcblock at $5. The ROI potential for Arcblock is crazy. Now, like I said, it is a high risk, high reward play. I am not one of these moonboy YouTubers that's just saying everything is going to make you $1 million. I know there's risk, but now with the experimental label and essentially the change coming off of Arcblock, being an 8 million market cap with the full dilution probably puts it at like a 14 million market cap, which is still a very small cap for this crypto, with utility that is much larger than 8 million. The utility for Arcblock is $1 billion plus. And if you're wondering what the price would be at 1 billion market cap, which is very doable for this crypto, that would put it at $10, which is over 100x from here. And Arcblock, because it's an interoperable crypto, help building and scaling blockchains and build and scale decentralized applications, it's competing with, yes, Polkadot and Cosmos. And even though the two cryptos are beat up considerably, they are still multi-billion-dollar market caps right now. And if Arcblock were to eat up some of that share and outpace them, which I do believe has a strong chance of outpacing these two, especially when it comes to the market cap comparisons and the rare scarce supply Arcblock has to them, keep in mind, Arcblock is not inflationary. Polkadot and Cosmos are highly inflationary. So over time, the prices just get more diluted every time you see the circulation go into effect. But Arcblock only has 186 million coin cap. So if you are also a utility-based investor, you're looking for a micro cap to maybe add some more exposure to a higher reward, but also are okay with the risk, I think it should definitely be on your watch list. And I think the more you research it, the more bullish you're going to get. You have to take the chart with a grain of salt. And the best example I can give you guys is look at Facebook, look at Apple. Before they became the monsters they are today, they had to go through many years of being under the radar. It took like 5-10 years for Facebook to really get going. And I'm not saying Arcblock is going to be the next Apple or the next Facebook, but I'm just using them as an example of a company that has a very little exposure, solid utility, a good leader behind it, and is in a nice niche market that can take off one day. And I feel a lot of people are going to miss out because they're going to see the chart, they're going to see the previous all-time high, $1.66. They're going to call it an old worthless crypto, and they're probably going to miss out on some games. Just my personal opinion though. If you're truly risk averse and you're very cautious and you probably don't like microcaps, you don't want to have the exposure to them, that's totally fine. But if you're someone that's investing into really risky plays, you're all in Pepe, all in Shiba Inu, or some of these other crap meme coins, you might want to look at Arcblock just because it's a very small market cap, a lot smaller than all those crypto I mentioned. It has actual utility, an actual team behind it. It has purpose. You're still super early to it, less than 20K holders in total that are actually holding this crypto. It's pumped a few days ago, it's pumped a month ago, and it's probably going to pump again. And when we see that real big pump to $1 plus, you're going to see a lot of people FOMO in, and they're going to be saying, wow, Arcblock's at $1. This is cheap. Meanwhile, they missed out when it was below 10 cents. But this is just my investment decision. You do whatever you feel is best for you. But now I want to hear from you. How do you feel about Arcblock right now? And where do you see its price by the end of this bull cycle? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.